Man, look, we're going to break down this video that's it's gone viral, and we're going to do it for several reasons. Let me just kind of set it up for you. It's going to be this New Jersey sergeant in a very small department where the chief shows up drunk, and there's an interaction between both of them, and next thing you know, he slams onto the hood of his car. The video is about 5 minutes and 50 seconds, so let's go ahead and watch, take a look, and then we'll break it down. Here we go.
Can't get any. Can you tell me your first name at least?
First of all, why do you got a jacket on that's not fit to be worn? What's on the back of it?
What do you mean?
Look, gonna tell me what's on the back of it.
Oh, they washed off.
Yeah, then get rid of it.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
You're a sergeant, for God's sake.
Okay, Chief. Let me work this DWI, okay? Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Over here.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Get over here.
I'm on a DWI. Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay? Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. You have a problem? You grabbed me.
What?
Now get out of here before you get a problem.
Take him in. Take him.
No, you're going to go in.
Take him.
Drunk again. Whose keys are these?
They're mine.
Get out of here.
No.
Chief, get out of here or you're going to get locked up.
No,
Chief, you're going to get locked up. You grabbed me. I asked you 3 times to leave me alone. You're obstructing my DWI.
Billy, come over here.
Let him go.
That's the first thing. Billy,
I'm trying to get away from everybody.
Shut up, because you're in trouble now. Stop,
No, I'm
please,
not in
stop.
trouble.
Stop,
I'm not in
stop,
trouble.
stop.
You're going to be in trouble.
Stop,
You're gonna be
Billy,
in trouble.
Billy.
Chief, I'm working at DWI.
I'm listening to you.
Okay.
Shut up.
No.
You're going to have to go inside and
We're
there's
in
going
a
to
serious collision.
Billy, you're not doing anything when I'm on the scene, okay? You should know better than this, my friend.
No.
Listen to me.
Grab me.
No, I said
You were
come
out of
over
line.
here.
You were out of line. You grabbed me. It's on video.
Billy,
it's on video. I'm not going to argue with it. I have a crash
Billy,
to work.
Billy,
I have a job
Billy,
to do.
You're
okay?
relieved. Billy, you're relieved.
Okay.
You're
I'll
relieved.
go home.
No. Billy, you have to understand something. You're relieved. Billy, you're relieved. Go in the headquarters and wait for me.
After my crash.
No, Billy, you're relieved.
I have
Billy.
officers here.
Billy.
Right here. They could get waffled because my car is
Billy.
blocking it.
Billy, you're relieved.
No, Chief.
No, Billy. Please, Billy, don't. You're suspended, Billy.
I'm
You're
suspended?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm suspended. I'm going home.
Yes. Billy, come here.
I'm going home.
No,
we can't talk. I'm suspended.
No.
No, I'm suspended. I'm going
to headquarters
home.
and you're going to wait for me there.
No, I'm not. I'm suspended. I'm going home.
You're going to go in the headquarters and wait for me there.
Let me work my crash.
No,
This is why I'm here.
Billy, you're suspended.
All right, if I'm suspended, then I'm not going to wait inside. Nothing more to say.
No, Billy. You have to. Let me explain something to you. Billy, you're suspended.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Whew. Look, a couple of things that we definitely want to touch on before I even break all this down. In terms from an internal affairs perspective, let's see. There was an article that came out right after this, and it talks about, well, first of all, it's Police Chief Leonard Guida, and the sergeant's name is William Major, and he keeps calling him Billy. And so what ends up happening is, it says right here in the article, Guida's resignation comes just days after the police body cam footage of a November 9th, 2023 incident was published. Okay, so he pretty much said he was gone. And my understanding is he was going to retire November of this year in 2024. Look, this is Bradley Beach Police Department. A couple of things. There's a chief of police. There's one captain, 2 lieutenants, 3 sergeants, 2 detectives, and 9 patrolmen, which is your police officers. It's a very, very small department. And in the end, who pays the most out of all this? Or what's the harm caused? In the end, everybody loses here. The entire community is going to lose. The fact that you have an embarrassing incident. And they're both at fault. You have the sergeant who committed a couple of misconduct on his part. For example, let's see. He definitely committed a battery. So it's kind of like a criminal offense. I mean, you're going to have to look into that. It is misconduct, and I don't know if the district attorney in that particular county is going to go file or even consider filing for that matter. But that's what happened. He committed that, and that's something that you have to investigate. However, you do have his rights being violated. I mean, there is due process, and this is what it's really all about. It's the fact that there's a lot of due process on both the part of, I suppose, the chief of police, but more so than anything is on the officer. He told them that he was relieved from duty. So, and to go ahead and wait for him in headquarters. Here's the problem. You tell someone that you're relieved from duty, well, you are thinking that you're going to start beginning this process. But next thing you know, he suspends them. Okay, well, what happened to representation? What happened to actually having a compelled interview, et cetera, et cetera? In the state of New Jersey, there's probably officers' rights that we don't want to get into all that. But what's most important is the conduct on the part of the sergeant, Billy in this case, and of course the chief. Now, as for the chief, look, he's showing up drunk out of a scene of a DUI. They call it DWI. We call it driving under the influence investigation. And he's obstructing. He's interfering. And here's the deal. When you behave that way, and for whatever reason, he just had a thing for Billy. And of course, you see in the video that he says, you know what, you're drunk again, which tells me that this is probably not the first time that the chief has been drunk in public, which, by the way, I don't know if the state of New Jersey actually has that misdemeanor crime for being drunk in public. However, that behavior is just completely not tolerated. Everybody loses. But more than anything, it's the harm that was caused. Is it irreparable? I don't know. For all we know is the next chief that comes on board has a lot of repairing to do. And that's the most important lesson out of it all, is that there still is an internal affairs investigation that needs to be conducted. And the question is, even though he resigned, and Billy got his job back. So what do we do with Billy? Is he empowered by this particular incident? I don't know, but it has to be handled. You can't just not conduct an investigation without an outcome. In my opinion, it should be a full-blown investigation and have an adjudication and sustain it on both parts. There is misconduct that you're going to sustain on Billy, and there's certainly going to be misconduct sustained on the chief. So, hope you learned something. Those are the lessons learned. Those are the takeaways. And again, stay tuned for another breakdown in Internal Affairs, a podcast. Thank you. See you soon.